Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, we have a Boxycharm spoilers video, but I feel like all the spoiler videos are starting to look the same. Years ago, spoiler videos were literally just pictures of the actual spoilers with some text on screen, and then it graduated to very commentary, opinionated prices, and then now it's like everyone is pretty much doing the same thing. So I thought it would be fun to do something a little differently. I'm not saying I will not be doing spoilers the way I historically have been doing it, but I thought it would be a little fun considering that my face is looking the way it does. It's like very colorful and carnival. Yes, I did film this. Yes, it's going up. It'll be up tomorrow. However, I just thought the look is so fun that we might as well have fun with this spoiler video, right? So I thought maybe we should make it into the March Boxycharm game show. So I'm gonna put my own spin into the March spoilers, and we're gonna go spoiler by spoiler. We're gonna give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, and I'll explain why. Basically, that's what we're gonna do. So let's get into it and have a little bit of fun. I've got screenshots of all the spoilers that have been released for the March boxes. That includes base, luxe, and premium. We will dive on in 1 second, but I want to be very, very clear. I'm gonna base the thumbs up or thumbs down on my opinions only. I do not want to discourage anyone from looking forward to receiving these products in their boxes. Again, this is just my personal opinion. With that said, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and make sure you hit that notification bell. That way YouTube lets you know every single time I upload a brand new video. Okay, spoiler number one, boom! We've got the Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Serum. Honestly, I'm gonna... it's hard. I don't know if I want to give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'm kind of somewhere in between, so I'm just gonna say thumbs up. This is an item that's being featured in the Boxy Luxe box for the month of March, and every single Luxe member will be receiving this serum. I feel as though I'm gonna give it a thumbs up solely because I'm curious as to whether or not it smells like plum and what the texture of the actual serum is. However, the reason why I wanted to give it a thumbs down initially is solely because I've received so many serums in my most recent Boxycharm boxes. Like, it's been months and months of getting serums. Skincare is always amazing, of course, and you can always stash it for later. But being that I am like almost 7 months pregnant, I can't really use a lot of the skincare that they've been sending over. So it's kind of like, it's a thumbs down, but it's a thumbs up. So we're gonna keep it as a thumbs up. The Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Foundation. This is yet another one that's either like I'm in between with. It's being featured in the Luxe box, and it was a choice. Therefore, if you did not make a choice, then you will not be receiving this foundation. The choice options are still open. You are still able to go in and make your choice selections, which I think is absolutely amazing that Boxycharm has left it open for those charmers who have forgotten to do that within the original window period. With that said, I own the foundation, and I did get it a lot darker than what it needed to be. Can I still pull it off? Yes, but it is more of a contour shade for me rather than an actual like foundation shade. And at that, it does oxidize. I did purchase another one on pop-up, and it just so happened, like, I love the formula, which is why I'm giving it a thumbs up. So to be clear, we're giving it a thumbs up. I love the formula. It feels great on the skin. It is a soft matte, so it's not gonna be really drying on at least combination skin. If you have dry skin, you might really wanna hydrate your skin prior to applying this foundation. With that said, it does oxidize. I've had so many people in the comment section tell me, I bought this foundation, it oxidizes, it sucks. You know, so it's one of those things, like, if you want this foundation, if you get it, if you make it a choice option, or if you did make it a choice option, just make sure you get it like 2 or 3 shades lighter in order to make it work for you. The Lime Crime Venus 3 palette. I'm gonna give that one a thumbs up. I feel like I'm in between with this one too. Is that crazy or what? Okay, so I'm gonna give it a thumbs up solely because when you see those swatches, the swatches look beautiful. It is a smaller palette, by the way. It's gonna be in base box. It is a smaller palette, but when you look at the swatches are stunning, and it looks like it's just gonna glide beautifully. The only reason why I was thinking that maybe it should be a thumbs down is because when you look at the pictures of the actual color story do not give it justice. Like, I was looking at the palette initially and I was like, first impressions, that's not something I'd be looking forward to. The packaging is cute, but the color story is not necessarily. And then when I was looking at swatches, I was like, wait, is it the same palette? Those are the same shadows. So when you judge it just based on looking at the palette, you're like, it kind of seems blah, you know, pops of color. The colors are cute, but it's not that serious. And then when you look at the swatches, you're like, wait, I judged it before I actually looked at it. So I'm giving this one a thumbs up. I hope if I receive it in one of all the boxes that I receive, I hope that it meets my expectations, because those shades look opaque, pigmented, and buttery. The Glow Recipe Banana Souffle Moisture Cream. Clearly, I own her already. I've had her for a little while. I've actually used her. I am going to give her a thumbs up. She is going to be featured in the base box, and it is a choice item, so it was either this or the next item I am going to talk about. The jar is super cute, and I really like the formula, which is why it gets a thumbs up. It does kind of smell like bananas, but it's not heavily fragranced. It feels amazing on the skin. It does moisturize without leaving that sticky or an oily residue, which I don't necessarily like. So if you chose this, it's something definitely to look forward to. The Too Faced Damn Girl Mascara. Now that was your other choice for your March base box, and it's yet another mascara. I know, we all keep saying the same thing. I did choose it for one of my base boxes, so that means that I will be using it here on camera and telling you whether it's worth it or not. I feel bad, but I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. I feel really, really bad saying this, but I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. I just feel like when it comes to mascaras, if it comes in the box, okay, I will try it, but it's definitely not something I look forward to anymore, because I keep getting mascaras, and I know it's a lot better to get it in beauty boxes than to have to pay for it myself. But guys, I'm not kidding. Look at all the mascaras I literally have in front of me that I actually rotate, because I get them so often, you know? Like, it's just a lot. But yes, I did choose it for one of my base boxes, because since I already have this, I chose a backup of this, and then I chose a mascara so that I can actually try it and give you guys my feedback, because I know you guys always want to know what I think. It's funny, because I always say, right, that I'm prepared. I kind of was. I gotta check something. Hold on. Oh yay, we have more Boxy Luxe choice items to talk about and rate. The Mileys B Flat Firming Belly Cream was a choice option. I'm gonna give that a thumbs down. Sorry, I have to give it a thumbs down. Listen, y'all know I'm pregnant, okay? And I may actually need this, but I don't think these kind of I think they're gimmicky, and I don't think they really work. And it's a beauty box, and I would have rathered a body lotion over a belly firming product. Like, it's just personal preference. And if I get it in my PR box, I probably won't. Like, honestly, I'll probably just add it in a giveaway bin or share it with someone in the family that I think would want it or expresses their like an interest in it, because I totally wouldn't use it. So thumbs down for that. The Pur Cosmetics Precious Metals Dry Oil. That sounds kind of interesting, so I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. If I get it in my box, I would totally try it. I'm all about dry oils. Again, I love hydrating my skin. I love feeling moisturized. I just do not like that oily, greasy, like residue that's left behind, that it leaves behind. But if it's a dry oil and it's not gonna do any of those two things, then thumbs up for me. The Pur Cosmetics 4-in-1 Correcting Primer. Thumbs up. I know, I don't need any more primers. I know, okay? And I know you guys are judging me because I still have like 7 of the Ola Hendrickson banana one. I know. But, and this is a big but, a really big but. With the seasons, our skin changes. As we age, our skin changes. So it's always good to try something different. And it's a 4-in-1. So you're gonna get more benefits than just the priming benefits. So I'm all about giving a new primer a try. And then the I Love Skin Ink Glow Drops. I'm gonna give that a thumbs down because I don't need any more glow drops. I have a handful of them, and being realistic, I've tried it, first impressions, liked it, maybe certain ones I didn't like, and then in the end of the day, I stopped using it. And then they're in the closet. They're not even here. I can't even tell you what brands because of the fact that I know that I don't use them. So I'm gonna give it a thumbs down solely because I know if I get it in my box, I probably won't even really use them going forward after the first impressions. So I'd rather that go to somebody that absolutely like is looking forward to it. So yes. And with Boxyluxe, you were allowed to make a second choice, which I think is really awesome that they allow you to choose 2 items for your entire box. We have the Let Your Hair Shine Mini Heat Brush. I'm automatically giving that a thumbs down, like automatically. And here's why, right? Judge me if you want to, and I apologize in advance, but it don't work. I don't know if it's because my hair's too thin. I don't know if it's because Ty's hair is too curly, but I owned something extreme, literally the same thing, just a different brand. And the inner part where the bristles would generally be, it has metal, but it also has like some rubber to it, and it would tug on the hair, it would pull on the hair. And I don't know if it's that we're tender-headed, I don't know, I really don't know what it is, but I bought something literally, like it wasn't a travel or a mini, it was like a full-size one. I paid well over $100 for it, and then at the end of the day it ended up in the trash like 2 years later when I found it in the closet because I never used it again. It just wasn't a product that was for us. Again, this is personal opinion. If I were to get it in a box, I would not keep it. This is a product that I would definitely give away, no questions asked. You were also able to choose a makeup brush holder. I think the holder is super cute. I'm looking at the picture right now, and it has like for the face, for the eyes, for the lips. It's cute. Personally, 3 compartments is not enough for the amount of brushes that I have. You know, that's not enough for the amount of brushes that I have, and I'm not a very organized person when it comes to my brushes. So I guarantee you, even though it says face, lips, eyes, I'm gonna have a mix, like a nice little cocktail of brushes mixed in those 3 compartments. I will say, I'm gonna give it a thumbs down because I really wouldn't put it into use, and I just feel like it allows me to have way more clutter here in front of me. But I think it's really cool that Boxycharm did include it as an option because it helps people stay organized with the amount of brushes that they include in boxes. So if you don't have like a specific place to fit certain brushes, or your actual current like brush holder is overly cluttered, this is a great option. I think it's different. I think it's pretty cool. It's just that I wouldn't use it. And then we have the Sonage skincare ice globes. I'm assuming they're supposed to like be cooling for your skin. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. So I'm gonna just tell you right now, I'm giving it a thumbs up. I'm assuming they're supposed to be nice and cool, maybe pop it in the fridge. I have never used that, and honestly I've been so busy like growing a human and just being a parent and just being so busy. Y'all know exactly what I mean, because I know you guys are dealing with this at home too. So I haven't had a lot of time to really research this particular product, but they look like 2 little maracas, right? And I just picture myself doing one of these like under my eyes and in my cheekbones and my forehead. And so I think it would be really cool. They're super cute and I would totally use it. So I would give it a thumbs up, A, because of curiosity. B, it's something that I would totally use and I haven't seen included in any other beauty box. And it's like a new experience with the product. So absolutely, yes, thumbs up for me. Another sneak peek for the base box is the Celestial Black Diamond Contour Gel by 111 Skin. Guys, I'm gonna give that a thumbs up solely because it's $140 for that tube. Being that it's that expensive though is slightly alarming, because if you receive that in your box, then the question is, right, you're supposed to hit a certain retail value, like what other items will be featured in your box? So that's something to think about. I will say that even though it's getting a thumbs up because of course it is an extremely expensive product that I personally wouldn't pay for, I can't use a lot of the skincare products being featured in boxes for the next several months. And by the time that I'm actually able to, it's kind of like we've moved on to other things. So but it gets a thumbs up because I know 111 Skin is super expensive, $140, yes. I was getting ready to say, I haven't really talked about premium like that. Well, we're gonna get into premium like ahora, like right now. The Glow Skin Beauty Beta Clarity BHA Drops. It's the Renew Serum. Here we go again. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up because I hear amazing things. I've seen reviews on the actual product, but once again, it's more skincare. Now it was choice, so you didn't have to choose this one. I don't feel like I made my premium choice, and that kind of sucks. I'm gonna have to go in and double check just in case. So only because it's a BHA, and I know with the pregnancy and it being high risk, I'm not gonna be able to use that. So it's literally just gonna go in a bin or in a giveaway bin or something like that. And then we have the Too Faced Hangover RXReplenish Face Primer. I have the primer. It's in the closet, but it's about this size. This is actually a really good primer to use along with your Fenty Beauty foundation if you end up getting them both. And if you have dry skin, this is gonna give you that dewy finish. It's gonna hydrate your skin, allow it to look like a beautiful kind of like dewy canvas. You bring in that foundation and your skin is gonna feel really, really good. Personal opinion, of course. But yeah, so primer, yes, thumbs up. And then we have the Glow Beauty Hydra Bright Alpha Arbutin Drops, known as the brightening serum. More skincare. I would be okay with a brightening serum. I just feel like there are certain areas of the body that I can actually use it, but I would have to look at the ingredients. So I'm gonna give this one a thumbs up. I know I'm kind of like all over the place when it comes to skincare. Judge me if you will, but I'm gonna give this one a thumbs up because I actually do feel like I would actually use it, and I'm using the word actually a little too much. And then last but not least, this is actually not a spoiler, right? But Joe went onto his stories and put up I guess it was a question as to, and the answer would be yes or no, as to whether or not Charmers were interested in like a gold rush event where Boxycharm would bring in actual gold, but at like really reduced prices, similar to like Boxy Pop-Up, right? He wanted to know whether or not fine jewelry such as gold and or silver becoming available through Boxycharm at super, super reduced prices was something that Charmers would be interested in. But I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. Again, it's not a spoiler, but that's just my opinion. I just feel like it's the beauty community, and it's already enough that we're getting, you know, some lifestyle items in Boxy Luxe. I think it's great that some lifestyle items are being featured in the pop-up event, and sometimes on add-ons. But honestly, like, I just feel like let's just stick to what we got going on. Okay guys, that is all we have for the Boxycharm game show featuring March products. Let me know down below, what do you guys think about this video? Did you think it was fun, different? Of course. Let me know what items you're looking forward to the most and which you chose for your boxes. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out the videos that are coming here on screen. There are more unboxings, tutorials, how-tos, and spoilers I know you're gonna absolutely love. And I'll see you guys over there. Bye guys!